IBW introduced their all-new CB300R 17-inch front wheel and a 17-inch rear wheel. Wow, and welcome back to Weekend on Wheels, and I'm Girish. And today we have Vivek at Big Wing Honda Mango. And check out those new anniversary edition. Let me show you. Look at this beautiful anniversary edition Highness. You're getting in two colors. You have got this green color, and then you have this black with a bit of gold. Well, I'm not here for this one. But the reason I'm here today is to check out that the all new CBR 300 or the CB300R, which is recently launched, and the motorcycle is already here. If you guys wish to come and check that out, do visit Big Wing Honda. You can see their Instagram handle somewhere on the screen. You can go check out that as well. And do visit Big Wing Honda and check out all the motorcycles here. Highness, one of my favorite. You have seen me doing the Highness long ride, reclaiming myself, which was done on the Highness, and this is the anniversary issue which was launched during IBW. And now let's see you right after this intro video, and I'm gonna ride the all new CB300R. Welcome back to my channel, guys. I told I will be riding the Honda CB300R, and where am I? No surprises. I am riding the Honda 300R, and I'll show you the bike. Look at this beautiful mini monster, red color, and the previous one was slightly bulkier, but then they've managed to make this entire stuff compact yet very, very aggressive looking motorcycle. So this is the Honda CB300R. So let's get a little up close and personal with this motorcycle and tell you more about this. So 2021, just at the end of the year, Honda during IBW introduced their all new CB300R. I mean, the way it looks is very, very good. They've made it really compact, and the new diamond chassis just adds on to it. I mean, they've made it so good. So this weighs only 147 kilos. Look at that, 300cc motorcycle weighing just at 147 kilos is stunning. And its near competitor, which could be BMW 310R and also the Duke 390, they weigh at least 10 kilos and close to about 16 kilos extra than this motorcycle. So let's get a little close and tell you about this motorcycle. So as usual, let's start from the Odo console. So let me just start it from here. So when you turn on, you get a very decent looking digital odometer. So you have all the indicators here, that is the ABS, neutral, left indicator, right indicator, high beam, low beam, all of them. You get the odometer here, you get the gear indicator here, you have the trip A, trip B kilometer, fuel gauge here. So a lot of information going on here. So that's the Odo for you. And coming on to your right hand side, you have the power on and off switch. Going on to your left hand side, you have the high beam pass button here, and then you have the horn and the indicator. So this is something I keep getting confused, and I don't know, for some reason this is very unique to Honda and for Yamaha as well. So where we have the indicator normally, there you have the horn, and where you have the horn normally is replaced with the indicator. So that's there. You get a 10 liter fuel tank, and going on to the front and side, you get a LED headlight, and you get the projector LED headlight also. You get two nice very unique cylindrical shape indicators as well, which is very unique. You get the USD, that is upside down front fork, 17-inch front wheel and a 17-inch rear wheel, both are 17-inch tubeless tires. And when you look at the disc brake also, you get a 296 mm disc brake. And there's a very important feature in this, which is IMU when it comes to braking. So this is equipped with dual channel ABS and IMU, which is inertia measurement unit. I'll tell you in a bit what is that IMU all about. Now let's get on to the seat. So you get a very nice broad seat, very comfortable seat. And when you look at the pillion, it's slightly narrowed down, and you get the grab rail, which is very minimal. You get a very big sari guard, which I'm not a big fan of. I wish they didn't have that sari guard. And now let's get on to the other side. So look at the way it is done. It is called the CG, center of gravity. The entire thing is built here, so you have a very good center of gravity being planned. So that's what they say. Let's write that and put it on the test. You get a very nice looking bent pipe here, exhaust system, which goes all the way up here. You get CB branding here, which is very particular to Honda motorcycles. And then on the rear you get the disc brake again. I'm not too sure about the size of the disc brake. And this is the overall look of this motorcycle. So talking about the power, this is powered with 30.45 horsepower at a max of 9,000 rpm. So that's lean power, so you know that's linear power. And also equipped with the 27 newton meter torque at around 7,500 rpm. So that again tells you this is more of a linear power machine. So let's ride this and tell you more about how this performs and talk about the motorcycle as such. So now let's listen to the exhaust note of this motorcycle. So let's turn this on. Wow, sounds so good. And look at this. Next, what you see would be me riding this motorcycle and telling you more about how this performs. So it's time to ride this machine and tell you how this motorcycle is. The all-new CB300R by Honda. So thank you Big Wing Honda Mangalore for giving me the motorcycle. So let's ride this and tell you more about this motorcycle. So first we'll tell you a little bit of off-roading scenario, because the place where I am currently is a little bit of bad roads. And then we'll get onto the highway and talk about how this motorcycle performs at high speeds. So let's talk about from this kind of road conditions. The suspension is really good, works very well, and when you're doing this kind of roads, you don't really realize at all. And even the rear suspension is a little soft and kind of squishy, so you cannot feel anything. It takes easily on these kind of bad roads, and the power on this motorcycle is absolutely stunning. I know, so I just purposely took on those potholes just to understand how good is the suspension. The suspension works absolutely fantastic, and mind it, I have a pillion currently now with me, and despite of that pillion, you really can't make out the bad roads, and the suspension is able to take all these easily. So where basically this would shine probably is on the highway. So let me get onto the highway and talk to you guys when I reach the highway. So I'll see you once I reach the highway. Welcome back to the main roads again. So Now what I'm going to talk is more from the city perspective, city usage, and then I'm going to do solo and try to do check out the power. So couple of things very evident when you start riding is how light is this motorcycle to ride. I mean, weight is to power ratio is absolutely bang on, and also the clutch feels so light. I mean, the clutch feels so light. I've ridden the other KTM 390 or the 310R. When compared to them, the clutch is so light here, and also the motorcycle, you can maneuver the motorcycle so easily without a problem. You can maneuver the motorcycle, and getting into such a busy day or busy road is not an issue at all on this particular motorcycle. It's very easy, especially for a 300cc motorcycle. Weighing this light is like fantastic. That's one of the highlights of this particular motorcycle. So from city perspective, this will never ever kind of disappoint you, and it's so light when you ride on the city. It's just magic. I mean, you will not realize you're riding a 300cc motorcycle unless you really open the throttle, which we will do in a while. Look at this. This is super busy road, and maneuvering here is so easy. It's so nimble. The motorcycle is absolutely nimble. And now comes the open road on highway, and let's see how this performs on the highway in the open road. Wow! Whoa! My God, the braking also, the IMU comes into action immediately. This has ABS plus the IMU, new IMU. Wow! It's super fantastic. So, just to give you a perspective, when you're riding on the city condition, this is easy, light, easy on clutch, sharp, agile, nimble. And the minute you get this on the highway and start giving it some gas, throttle it, suddenly the characteristics changes, gets super aggressive. When I say aggressive, for a 300cc is a good enough aggression that it can come out. It's not intimidating, but at the same time you can get good enough of power coming in, and 0 to 100 is less than 7 seconds on this. Still not getting some good straight road to kind of test this completely. These days even highways have become busy, I believe. And the best thing is this holds on to the line. The suspensions are really good. And the handling, my God, the handling of this motorcycle is supreme. And as usual, Honda makes one of the best machines in terms of the engine refinement. It is super refined. The gears are super smooth. 2 gears are short gear ratios. That's pure for your city use, and even the 3rd gear. But look at this. Look at how the power comes in immediately. Wow. It's so much of fun. I'm not too sure if we can do a top speed. We'll get an opportunity to do a top speed, but we will at least try doing 100 at least. And you see how easy is this to ride. I mean, how easy. That's one of the plus point. I mean, adding on to the lightweight of this motorcycle and the power is to weight ratio, plus with the braking, because they had to give more efficient braking, so they have the ABS, dual channel ABS, and the IMU, which is the inertia measurement unit. Especially when you're at high speed braking, you don't have that G-force coming in. And also when you're taking corners and you brake, the minute it realizes it's getting a little too much, it'll automatically get you back onto the straight line. And talking about the riding position, it's so comfortable. It is super comfortable riding position. You will not feel any stress at all, and because this has that nice linear power, this would definitely give some good mileage as well. So the company claims easily around 35 to 36 kilometers on highway, and around 27 to 28 kilometers on city conditions, and that's again subjective to how you ride. It all depends upon what's your style of riding. Now let's try to give some gas and see how this accelerates. 110 is not a sweat at all on this. 100, I mean, even 120, 130 is not a stress at all. It's just that not able to get some good clearance. So let's see if we get some more clearance and try this again, and see what we can clock in on this. For some unusual reason, the highway is like pretty packed. It just does not look like an highway anymore. Like I mentioned, high speeds, just no problem on this particular motorcycle. It is just easily, you can keep going on and on and on this. Look at that, how quickly this accelerates, how quickly this just goes, whoop. It's just super sprint. Yes, overall I must say this is a very fantastic motorcycle if you want to have a sensible motorcycle without having too much of a raw power coming in or whatever. So this can do easily the company claims 160, but then I'm sure you can easily achieve 150 without a stress at all, and have lots of fun. And few characteristics of this motorcycle is definitely going to be fun, agile, sharp, nimble, light, easy. So those are a few characteristics of this motorcycle. I had lots of fun riding this motorcycle, and you know, if you have plans of buying a motorcycle around 300cc or so, you should consider one of this. The competition is like the BMW 310 is there, and then you have the 390, Duke 390. Well, in this case, what you get is the quality and reliability of Honda, the sensibility of this motorcycle, what it delivers. It's a very good motorcycle, and like I mentioned, even at 300cc you will not feel the stress of riding a bigger motorcycle because it's so light and so comfortable to ride, and you can maneuver the motorcycle easily, left, right. Enjoy your everyday commute, and also whenever you want to take it on highway, just enjoy the ride on the highway as well. So those are few of the things that this motorcycle shines in. And if you wish to come and do a test ride, please do visit Big Wing Honda Mangalore, or any of the local Big Wing showroom in your city to check this out. And you know, I'm sure you would be impressed. And the very first thing that you would also want to tell is how nimble, light and easy this motorcycle is to ride. So now let's get back to Honda show. I hope you like this video. Please drop in your comment, what do you think about this motorcycle? Have you test ridden this motorcycle, or you know, the previous one, and what do you think about this motorcycle? Until the next video, please stay at home, stay safe, do vaccinate yourself if you haven't. That's all from my end. Bye bye for now.